and the list gets longer. And sometimes this type of behavior, it's not intentional at first, but there is a point where it starts to edge into manipulation once it becomes a pattern. When someone purposefully does something poorly so they never have to do it again, that is weaponized incompetence, Daddy Gang, and it is not okay. Let me give you an example. So your boyfriend, and you want to go on a dinner date, and he says to you, can you find a place? Like, you're just so much better at finding great restaurants. It may seem innocent at first, and maybe even a compliment, because like you're the foodie in the relationship, you've got all the good spots. Totally. In the beginning, it's like, oh, for sure, for sure. But in reality, if it continues to happen and you're like, hey babe, like come on, I'm super busy with work, or hey, like, can you just pick a place? Like I've picked it all the time and he never does it. Like, let's keep it real. You both have access to the exact same Google, right? At some point, this is just him pushing the responsibilities onto you when he is equally capable of handling it. So weaponized incompetence is something that can continue to grow as the relationship goes on. I feel like I've seen it with people, like maybe he screws up a grocery run and now that becomes your responsibility going forward, right? Because you're just better at it. You're just better at it, babe. Can you just do it? You're just better at it. And maybe he does laundry one day and he shrinks something or he bleaches the entire colored section. And it's like, oh, I guess now this is your job forever, right? And rather than to trust him to handle something because you know there's a good chance that he's going to fuck it up, you just do it yourself. And you just keep doing it yourself and you keep doing it yourself. And now I kind of want to pause here for a second, because I'm not saying that every couple has to split everything down the middle at times. That's not realistic. That's not what I'm saying. I get it if actually one of you is grocery shopping more or one of you is whatever. It's like relationships naturally develop a division of labor, and that is totally fine. That's normal. That's healthy. In my marriage, for example, when it comes to chores, Matt usually does most of the dishes. He actually weirdly likes doing the dishes. And you can't pay me to do dishes. Even when I was in college, my friends knew I hated the dishes. So I would be doing the trash or whatever it be. Like, I never have been a dishes girl. I will never be a dishes girl. That is not weaponized incompetence. That is just, I don't like to do something, but guess what? I'm going to also pull my weight then in a different category, right? Matt does the dishes and he takes out the trash, and then I'm the one who usually does the grocery shopping and I make sure we're stocked with all of our like household supplies. And these responsibilities, they're obviously allowed to ebb and flow, right? Like if one of us is slammed with work and maybe we're going through something, or one of us is more stressed than the other then naturally takes on a bit more, right? That's what a partnership is. If you're in a healthy relationship, the division of labor feels fair and neither person feels like they're drowning and neither person feels like they're getting resentful, right? But if you're in a mothering relationship, you're taking on way, way more of the load. You're constantly doing things for him that he could and should be doing for himself, and he's letting you do it instead. I also think something I was thinking about when I was prepping for this is like, it's no secret that our society...
Stop mothering your man or he will never be obsessed with you. That's the whole rhetoric, right? And the thing that really gets me about you guys is the whole world is in dire need of mothering. Like, there are so many kittens, puppies, children, plants, the whole planet is screaming out to be looked after. That is what we can do as women. We just know how to do that thing. Not that that's our job, not that we have to do it. Don't get your panties in a twist. But my DMs are filled with how to not mother my man, how to not mother my man, blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me something? Why on earth, you confused flower, is it that you want to mother a grown-ass man who's already been raised? Use your skills on something else. Go and repopulate the planet with beautiful plants and kitties and animals. There are so many things in dire need of mothering, yet you are here trying to mother someone else's grown son. How do I not look after him? He's sick, Margarita. He's sick. Listen, Judith. Make him soup and keep it stepping. The difference between mothering and nurturing are very different. Mothering something is taking initiative, looking after it, and driving it forward to a better result and a goal. It's a big, hard job, okay? But you're doing it with Jacob over there, who's already fully grown and doesn't need you. He doesn't need you. He resents you. You're disgusting to him. Stop it. Stop it. Go and look after something else. Or go and get a blow dry. I don't know. Constantly telling him what to do and how to do it is mothering energy, and the only man that wants a mother is a boy. So if you want to be a permanent mother and always be looking after him and telling him how to do it, where to do it, and instructing him, then carry on. But know one thing, that in a woman, constant mothering throughout a lifetime raises your cortisol. Those of you who are mothers know that when you're around your child, you're hypervigilant, you're always aware. And those of you who don't have children but have a man you're mothering also know that you're always hypervigilant, you're always aware, you always want to know where he is, you're always on the lookout. And high cortisol in women causes what? A lot of stress. Causes what? A lot of illness. Causes what? For you to gain weight, deplete yourself, and just spiral downwards. So if you really want to mother a man for the rest of your life, I suggest having actual children and not doing it to a man, because you will stress yourself out.
Ladies, I'm going to share with you today the difference between mothering your husband and supporting your husband. When you mother your husband, you're actually operating from your wounded masculine energy, where you're overgiving and overbearing, checking in on him, making sure that he gets things done. In essence, treating him like your child. And he is not, nor is he a project. Ladies, you want your husband to be your husband, not a project. He's not your child to steer him in the right direction. Supporting your husband, on the other hand, looks like this: stepping forward and taking action that supports him being more in his masculine energy, so he's more prepared to lead, to conquer, to win, to earn, to provide, to protect. And supporting your husband is you living from your integrated, healthy, feminine energy. It's critical to understand in a healthy, polarized marriage relationship, the wife is living from her integrated, healthy, feminine energy. And that is a supportive, that is an inspirational, and that is a receptive energy. Whereas within the man in a healthy, polarized relationship, he is leading, he is giving, he is prioritizing, he is protecting, he is providing. Let me be incredibly precise here, ladies and gentlemen. These energies are equally important. Leadership and followership are equal. I absolutely rely on Paige's support, her feminine intuition, her ability to create and ideate. Her energy is the life force within our relationship and within our business. I am the visionary, she is the heart, and both are necessary. So ladies, stop mothering and begin supporting. Visit our website to learn how we can help you.
One thing as well is that when you're a masculine woman, you attract feminine men. In like past dating relationships, attracted more like feminine men purely because you're doing so well for yourself. So when you have your money and you've got your place, for example, and you got your car or whatever it is that you kind of have, and a man doesn't necessarily have all of that, he might be attracted to you because you're going to be able to look after him. You're going to be able to mother.
The more you mother him, the more you're going to lose him. Now, I want to put this into perspective, give you a little context based on a little story time from my past. When I was younger, just like every kid, I hated being told what to do, and I always had a list of chores to accomplish. Now, my parents are divorced, so when I was living with my mom, it was a different story, and when I was living with my dad, it was a different story. So when I was living with my dad, he constantly told me to do my chores in a way that literally just like irked me. It was just like, you want me to do this thing. You keep telling me to do this thing, but you don't trust me to do it well or how you want it done. So then why are you telling me to do it? It was a sense of nagging and just like criticizing and judgment in the way that I was doing the chore, yet you still want me to complete this chore. Versus with my mom, she would give me a chore to do the dishes, do the laundry, do whatever. But if I didn't do it in a time span that she allotted in her mind for me to get it done, she would just end up doing it herself. Again, you give me this chore, I have every intention of doing it, you don't trust me enough to step up and do it, so you're just gonna do it yourself. In my mind, I'm thinking, you're giving me a chore, you end up doing it yourself anyways, why am I even going to start to attempt to do it now? Because you're going to end up doing it anyways. This is the same exact dynamic that happens with you and your man. If you're constantly nagging, criticizing, and belittling a man's ability to complete his set of tasks that he's responsible for in the house or outside of the house, how do you think that's going to make him feel? It's gonna make him feel the exact same way I felt as a teenager with my parents on me 24/7, nagging me, criticizing me, judging me about the way that I needed to do things, making me not want to do it at all. Over time, the more and more you do this, a man is going to just completely step back and be like, you go ahead and you do it. You got this, clearly. Because if I'm responsible for my tasks, okay, in the house, let's just say the garbage, because men usually take out the garbage, let's be honest. If he's responsible for taking out the garbage, and he knows he has to take out the garbage because there's garbage day the next day, but constantly you've reminded him 8 or 12 times to take out the garbage, do you think he is going to want to be like, yeah, honey, don't worry, I'm going to take the garbage out? He is going to feel a real sense of resistance to taking out that garbage. It is not going to inspire him or motivate him to go take out the garbage. It's just going to straight up annoy him. The same dynamic that I had with my parents growing up, that you had with your parents growing up, is the same dynamic that is going to happen when you consistently tell a man how to do things, when to do things, like what to do constantly. So this is your time to stop mothering him and stop nagging him. If he knows what he has to do and he doesn't get it done, he might not be the man for you. Follow me, I'll teach you how to understand men in a way that works for you.
Stop trying to control your man. Stop trying to correct him. Stop trying to mother him. The moment you try to control him is the moment you lose him. I don't ever try to control my man. I let him do what he wants to do. I let him do what he'd rather do, and I act accordingly. Their actions will always show you their heart, and the truth always comes to light. There is nothing you can do to stop him from doing anything that may hurt the relationship. He will always find a way if he wants to, and you always have to think of yourself as you are the prize, and if he dares to ever do anything that hurts the relationship, it's his loss, and it is your blessing because you find out and you get to remove him from your life and create the space for the person that deserves to be there. If you want to know more as to how to become this woman who knows how to set these boundaries, who knows the do's and don'ts when you are in a relationship so that you never lose a man, or so that you're not ever thinking of yourself as less than and that he is the prize, but you learn to see yourself as the prize, I have an ebook that teaches you every single step that you need to take to become this high value woman, to become this woman that sees herself as a prize, that knows who she is and sets the boundaries so that she can attract the man who truly values her, who truly deserves her, and will move mountains for her. So comment blueprint below and I will send you more info.
If you are a people pleaser, you have probably been attracting men that you have to mentor and you have to teach. You grew up in an unstable household where you had to regulate other people's emotions, while your partner's parents probably did things for your partner that he was perfectly capable of doing himself. Therefore, he's naturally attracted to somebody who will overgive to him because this reminds him of his mom or his dad. You probably feel fulfilled and happy in this relationship, especially if you don't mind overgiving and caring for your man like that. I know a lot of people don't. If you are looking to be more in your feminine energy though, this is called mothering. Us girls feel like I should be happy in this relationship, but I'm not. And you don't know why. It's because your physical needs are being met. That's what everyone can see. That's what you can see. Maybe you're living in a beautiful home, or you have food and your man provides for you, and you're thinking like, I should be happy. But you're not, because there's that emotional void inside your body. You feel like something is not being met. Other people are probably also going to tell you that, girl, like, he does everything for you. He's so happy, and like, you guys look so happy together. But in reality, they can't see the emotional void within you that's not being filled. Your emotional needs are only something that you are going to be able to understand. Nobody else is going to be able to tell you that your emotional needs are being met or whether they're not. So if you feel like something is missing, it probably is. It's just not tangible. If you're constantly feeling drained, or you feel like you want to break up with him every luteal phase, listen up, girl. It's a sign that the roles are reversed. Most likely, you are in the masculine, mothering energy, and he is in the feminine, receiving energy. I definitely believe that this can be fixed. If this sounds like you, what you have to do is stop overgiving to him, and he has to take accountability for his actions and start leading by example. Step back and notice what happens. Don't mentor him, only just communicate your needs. If he steps up to meet them, amazing. If not, somebody else will. I feel like so many girls have gone through this scenario, me included, and if this sounds like you, I want you to know that you're not alone. If you want any advice or extra coaching, you can find me at sliceofjazz.com. Good luck, girl. I'm rooting for you. Mwah.